Hello, everybody. How nice to see you again and again. And today we're gonna talk in a very interesting task. Not in a very, but about a very interesting task. I have to correct myself. Marika, please do your English well. What are you saying now? There's all people listening to you. Well, we're gonna talk about an interesting task. And all this because we all having this different and difficult period of the time, especially girls. Thank you, my darling. You know who you are. Yes, you know. And thank you for your reply and for your suggestion for the next video. The next video was this one. At this moment of time, I decided to say a lot what I know and how did I get rid of these 18 kilos that were disturbing my life, doing my life totally upside down mess. And I would say mess of the mess in the world. So first of all, I would like to say a huge thank you again and again for coming and visiting and my channel, whether you girl, whether you boy, whether you old, not very old, middle-aged, and thanking you for your beautiful replies. The replies are really interesting suggestions. So we here talking and giving advices to each other of how to become better and better. Now I will be giving my advices of how to get rid of this weight, extra weight that I had. Believe me, it was not something good or interesting or very satisfying for me to observe, and me especially when I was buying some new outfits. It was terrible. I didn't like anything, just nothing on me. But what could I do? I was going or adapting, adjusting to that clothes that I used to have. Even now I am in that clothes, and really it slipped on me and easily going inside. I was going inside of this dress. Look at this. I think it's quite all right on me. Now it's even better than it was before. Well, should I start my interesting story? Oh my God, how many ways of hell I did past. I've been going through it since nearly end of last year. So it means if we are now in the month of 8, yes, so about 10 months. So don't be thinking it's an easy or very light procedure to go through. It's not, of course it's not. Let me sit first of all and start my conversation. First of all, I would like to say that we all are different, very different and very individual. We all have our genetics. Let's not forget about genetics, and let's not forget that we should look at our mothers, especially girls, and imagine ourselves how we're gonna be in the next 10-20 years, because it's very logical and it's all genes. About 70 to 75% of the fact depends on the genes, and whether these genes is Armani or Hugo Boss or whatever, believe me, it doesn't make to you any difference when you're just going and going bigger and bigger. When I was a girl, I was quite slim and tiny, really, because I was moving a lot and metabolism was working quite well, and they were calling me a little rat, because everywhere where the rat could go through, I would. That's how slim I was and how movie I was. But I can't tell you now about it. And then Um, when I was about a girl of nearly finishing the school, so let's say 16 to 17, I was keeping my weight around about 50 to 55 kilos, which was okay. With a height of 170, my height is 170, so 1 meter 70 centimeters. Forgive me, I don't know it in inches, but you can translate. So I was quite slim, I was quite well organized in my opinion, very athletically done. I was running these distances at school, 100 or 200 meters, they were very important. I was running and coming the first, taking diplomas, and everything was perfect. Until I got pregnant the first time. When I got married the first time, I was 60 kilos. I become 60 kilos by the time of marriage. And oh my God, can you guess, if anybody guess, I shouldn't say actually how many kilos I did become. Please guess it. I shouldn't, I really shouldn't. Guess it. Normally the woman, I will give you a little bit of hint. The women normally don't put such a lot of weight. I was not 300 or 500 kilos. No. It was quite in limits of logical. No. It was unlogical weight. It was not logical weight. When I was going on checkup every month, the doctor was shouting me, especially on my very last weeks. She was shouting me, don't break my. She was saying to me, don't break my scale, because there was nobody even nobody fatter than me then, even though I was pregnant. And it was acceptable, but it wasn't. All my unhappiness started from there. And please write down in the comments how many kilos did I achieve. This is my what did I what is my interesting life life boy, actually boy of the life. I had all here, and nobody could understand whether I put 100 of pillows around my belly or what's going on. Nobody would understand. Now close to the task. On my first marriage, actually, I put not less kilos than this, to be honest. But a huge role plays genes as well, unless you have any hormonal problems of the health, and that is an exception of all the rules. Now, and still you can fight with it, you can do all your best if you want to achieve something, because I was going through the hell of all the hells in the world. Believe me, I was hating everything. I could see whilst I was going to, I should say again, intermittent fasting or dieting. Whilst I was going through that many weeks and nights, endless nights and days, in my dreams I could have seen grilled chicken flying around. No, she was flying, yes, chicken was flying, but fishes was swimming, and I was drowning, diving after the fish. This was in my dreams, just for you to understand how hungry I was. Every single night I could see the food in my dreams. I couldn't avoid it, because it was not up to me what kind of dream would come to me the next night. This is how hungry I was. I tried all the diets, all what is really been given to us ladies at the moment being, and believe me, nothing worked. And time after time I was disappointed. Not because I was that hugely fat, and not because I was that big elephant. I wasn't. But I didn't like myself, and all I could do to understand what is suitable for me the most. And until I understood it, it took many months and many tryings and a lot of sacrificing and a lot of disappointment in my heart. I've tried so much you cannot even imagine. I've had all the diet this dietologist can even suggest to you. All was useless until I find this. Well, I did find this the diet called 16/8. Why did I accept it that more? I'll tell you. There is 18/6 and 20/4, but I did choose 16/8 because it corresponds to the physiological clock of our body and not provocate the sense of hunger all the time, that sense of hunger in my dreams that nearly killed me. I was swimming after the fishes and flying after the chickens, imagining grilled fish, chicken was flying in the sky. That's how hungry I was. All I had mostly, it was here. That's why I used that name of life boy, whatever you say. This is a ring when you throw to someone where you want to save someone out of the water, not to be drowned. And even on 16/8, you should have been very careful. Even it was suitable to our biological clock. I was very careful, and I had to a little bit count the calories. So I supposed to have, I will be explaining it very correctly now. On that calories, I should have been very limited, 1,500 to 2,000 kilocalories, not more, not less. And there is a point in this, and I'm explaining to it now. When it's 16/8, you are not allowed to have anything from in between 16 years. Yeah, 16 years, and then you're dead. You're going bye-bye, everybody. So you were not allowed to eat anything during 16 hours. So that's what in another 8 hours. After that, during these 8 hours, you were allowed to eat. And still, during these 8 hours, you could have shared these calories, 1,500 to 2,000 calories, in between if you wanted to do 2 meals in these 8 hours, or 1 meal using these all calories in advance. So I decided to use all these calories in advance and eat only once during these 8 hours. So the time was very similar, and you couldn't wish for more better, of the diet, because it was all settled, and it didn't. This diet never did provocate the sense of hunger. And slowly and very slowly after a week, but I was doing it twice in a week. This 16/8, I was doing it twice a day. And then remember that your stomach because I was around 78 kilos. Now I am 66 to 68 kilos. So 10 to 12 kilos I have lost during this time. And in a week, with this system, you can honestly lose 2 to 5 kilos in a week. So, which is a good achievement and good result. But if you will follow all very correctly. So, what I would like to say, this is the most optional and very good and best system for you. As I said, there is 20/4 existing, but in 20/4, you are not allowed to eat anything, and I mean nothing, during 20 hours, and only this another 4 hours you may eat. And then there is 18/6, so you could have not eat 18 hours, and then another 6 hours you could eat, but then always very focusing on your calories counting. This, in my opinion, this intermittent diet good because it's not that much focusing on your calories that we should have count all the time. Oh, how much calories this fish got, how much calories that meat got, how much calories that or this got. No, this is more focusing on time schedule of yours, so the limited of the time you know it, and then that's it. You don't need more to do. You just keep your scheduled time, you just follow that time, and you more beautifully looking day after day. In the beginning I was doing it twice in a week, and then another after third week I was doing it 4 or 5 times a week, and in a month I was just rapidly going. In a month I did see the result. Every morning I go to my scale and weighing myself. When I achieve these hugest results, and I really, really feel very happy. Now, I would like to say something else. Beers, alcohol, wine doesn't help in this, but I was having 1 or 2 glasses of wine. Can you imagine how good still my metabolism was? I couldn't even imagine. I thought now it's drowning my metabolism, I mean, to the ocean of all the oceans. And I thought, no, I will be never achieving, because you know, sometimes we were going for dinner. If, for example, we were going for dinner somewhere to eat outside, and I was not eating at home, and I will tell you now what I was eating mostly, you will understand. I mean, I want to tell you the selection of the food that I would eat during this 6 hours where I was allowed to eat. When we were going for a meal somewhere outside, I was trying to eat. I didn't eat at home. I knew that we're going out, so that's where I could have eat. I am not a huge lover of the sweets, desserts. Really, for me, I just look at it and say, go on. I don't care about sweets, luckily for me, and this helps a lot. But couple of glasses of wines, or maybe something like cocktail sometimes, as a mood of the to keep the company mood and so on, would be great. And why not? We are on holiday. We are on holiday non-stop. So what I was eating during that 8 hours of my allowance, what I was allowed to eat those times, I was thinking that pure protein, the natural protein, is what? It's the eggs, it's the chicken breast, it's the all beautiful vegetables, of course. I love grilled vegetables, boiled vegetables. I love all these nuts, yes, but be very careful. Always have to remember pretty much to count that calories, whatever you've got on you, not to overdo it, because it's not going to bring you the best result. Again, it's a bit cruel system, by the way. Yes, it's not focusing that much on counting of calories, but then focusing, if your time's gone, you're not, it's like a Cinderella, you know, she went to the beautiful party, and this beautiful dress of her become a pumpkin. What did it become? Not pumpkin yet. The dress cannot become pumpkin. You understand what I mean? The Cinderella, if you watched. I just now don't find the words of the car. Not those times there was not car. Otherwise, everything will crash. All your dreams, all your tryings, all your sacrificing will be crushed. You have to be a little bit strict to yourself. Without sacrificing, without being strict, we're not achieving anything, believe me. Yes, I'm waiting for your comments. How how much weight did I put on me? Oh my God, am I sweating now? It's good. Oh, and sport. Sport is good when you go into the gym, and then life is good as well, because you bring more energy to yourself, you burn all these calories. Or after the menopause, to be honest, after 50, I was feeling already very bad, and the menopause didn't help me with providing this metabolism working so well, what I wanted it to be. And now I understand that I need more and more trying day after day. So the less my metabolism helping to me, the more I will be helping to my metabolism to run away from from my body and system, everything. Or what else I have to say about this very intermittent fasting? That it's really cardiovascular system and blood pressure settles down in your body. It settles down. It's normalized now. If you've got any blood pressure, if you're hypertonic, if you got blood pressure jumping up and down, believe me, it will be very gratefully helped. That very system of what I chose, 16/8. I can even tell you one thing what happened to me in the middle of this period of time when I decided to do all my best. And yes, I was losing a few kilos, but that was not enough for me, because I thought my sacrificing is much more than I did achieve. And this is a problem on the level of psychological, by the way. And I decided to starve myself. Oh, I decided to starve myself for more than, not 20 days, actually it was around 12 days, nearly starving. And I remember it was when I went to Georgia, not the previous time. My mother said to me that that I did put weight on me. This was really, really hurtful for me, and I always accept her judgment, and I always respect her opinion. But after when she said to me if I put weight on me, I said, oh, maybe a little bit. She said, no, it's not a little bit, so you have to try now to reduce the weight. And afterwards, can you imagine, she was calling me to eat this beautiful mommy's pastries and cakes and everything. I said, no, no, no. To be honest with you, as a mother, I never get offense of hers, from her. But yes, I did understand that if my mother, myself, my best judge of all best judges, and I'm loving when people giving me advices or saying me the truth. Yes, I knew that it's a truth. I did put weight on that period of time. When she said to me that, that was it. And I starved myself for about 12 days. Now, when I say by starving, it was not a good thing to do, I know that. But I can really live on water and coffee. Give me coffee and water, and that's all I will need. And what I was eating just one apple maybe in a day, some little, this little amount of nuts, because I love nuts, all sort of nuts, anything you can name it. And I was eating some grapes, a little grapes, even though in grapes is a huge amount of sugar. If you're diabetic, or you have to select what sort of fruits you eating, because in the fruits there is a lot of sugar in it. Coffee without milk, or milk and without sugar, but I don't care about milk anyway. I don't like milk in my coffee or tea. Juice, only that juice you allowed to have once in a day, not more. This is how I was starving myself. Nothing more, to be honest. I was trying just to bring to myself a little bit of heating to understand that I don't want to be that big. I just want to be a slim, beautiful Cinderella, and this is how I became. I tried all my best. If you have any more questions about that, and I just didn't announce due to my, because don't forget, I always worry when I talk to you. I always try to be understandable. I understand that my English or my speech is not what you used to hear, but if you ever have any questions according to this task, or I miss something to say to you, please let me know. I will write down in the comments. Don't forget to come and see my interesting stories. Please be kind and put that like eventually. It's so easy, and I don't know why people forget it. It will give me the hugest emotional respect by your sides, from your sides to me, and I will be so happy that you cannot even imagine. So you can also go to the Buy Me Coffee platform and value me with a coffee or two, without sugar, of course. And I'll be very grateful and very thankful to you, as I always do. Now, my dearest girls and of course boys, thank you for watching. Really nice to have you. And before I say my last thank you, my last goodbye, I will stand up as a respect to you all, my beautiful girls and boys, audience that I love. You gave me motivation to go on. You gave me the tasks to talk about, and you gave me a happiness in the world. What can be better? I would love to see you on my another interesting videos. Please don't miss it. We're gonna talk about different things, ideas, happy life, and the life that we live in the very different and much best way.